moi to you, my beautiful, amazing subscribers from Finland. How you guys doing today? Today I'm reacting to 5 things you should not do in Finland. So if you're going to Finland, don't do this, okay? Do not bump lines. In Finland, they don't like it. They don't like it when you interrupt their space or bump lines. No, they expect you to be moderate and normal, behave normally. Why do you have to bump line, for God's sake? Can't you just wait for your turn? Anyway, if you've been doing all that elsewhere and you've been getting away with it in Finland, you're not going to try that because you don't do such in Finland. It's not allowed. So guys, let us enjoy 5 things you shouldn't do in Finland.
Hello and welcome back to my channel, Wildwood Vagabond. I'm Rachel, and today I wanted to share with you 5 things that you should avoid in Finland. Finland is a really unique country. It's one of my favorite countries, as most of you know by now. And in Finland, there's just a certain way to do things. And I wanted to share with you 5 things to avoid while in Finland, in hopes to keep you from stepping on any Finnish toes or finding yourself in
one dog on your
Number
bed.
1, avoid beating around the bush. Mean what you say and say what you mean. Finns place great value on words and they choose them wisely, which kind of explains why they don't care too much for small talk and sometimes they say very little. Words are chosen carefully and for the purpose of delivering a message. There is no need to sugarcoat anything there in order to spare someone's feelings. They will really respect and appreciate your honesty and being direct. Because they themselves are very honest, genuine, and direct people. And if you make plans with a Finn, stick to your plans. If they say to you, hey, let's go have coffee next week, or vice versa, that means that you're gonna go have coffee next week. Here in the States, I think we say it all the time. Oh, let's go have coffee. We should go hang out. Let's hang out next week. Okay, yeah, I'll call you. Sure. Yeah, I'll be in touch. And then we never call and we never go. Years pass. La-di-da, that's how it goes. And it's just become kind of this culture here, and almost it's to the point now, it's like when I hear someone say that, I already know it's not going to happen, and so what's the point of even saying it? But in Finland, if you make plans with someone, they will take your words at face value, and they will expect that you follow through with them. And they will follow through with their plans that they make with you. I mean, yes, of course, things happen and they can cancel, but I'm just saying they don't lightheartedly make plans with someone just in order to fit into some fake social situation. So choose your words wisely. There's no need to just run your mouth about anything. And in fact, I feel like we could use a little bit more of that mentality and culture here in the States, and I'm not naming any names, but Trump. Number 2, avoid getting into people's personal space in Finland. Finns have a great deal of respect for personal space. It's very important to them. So keep in mind personal space when you're standing in queue, when you're waiting for the bus, when you're having conversations with someone. If you're conversing with someone and you're standing maybe perhaps too close and you notice that they might back up a little bit, respect that and let them have their space. Don't get too up in their face when you're talking. Just kind of be mindful of it and allow them to have their personal space. It can be kind of funny as a foreigner to go to Finland and notice how the distance that people take. I'll show you this picture here. Maybe you've seen this picture before. This is at a Finnish bus stop, and notice the distance between the people while they're waiting for the bus to come.
Are you serious?
This is accurate. I can attest to this. I've seen it, I've witnessed it, I've experienced it.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, just give people their personal space. This might have also something to do with why they don't greet strangers often. I know that people can live in like an apartment building and have neighbors, the same neighbor for years, and never have like said hello to them, never have greeted them, just because they don't feel the need to. I don't know you, so why do I need to greet you? Don't be overly affectionate. Maybe in your culture or wherever you're from, it's normal to greet someone with a kiss on the cheek or a hug, or you might touch someone's shoulder or grab their arm or something. that might be totally normal to you. However, it's not normal in Finland. And so I would just recommend feeling the situation. You can read the situation. If you meet someone and you guys hit it off really well, you can kind of gauge by their body language if they're okay with a hug. You know, if you're a huggy person, or just even ask, like, can I give you a hug? You don't want to make anyone feel awkward. And I think, like, not only in Finland, but anywhere in the world, we should ask people before hugging them or, you know, kissing them on the cheek, because it might make them feel uncomfortable. Some people don't like to be touched. Some people really do not like hugs. They want to be asked first. They want their personal space, and they don't want you to cross that boundary. Of course, in families, you know, if you know someone and you've given them hugs all your life, or they're your kids and they like hugs and you know it, you know, whatever that situation is, I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying, and if you don't really know someone and you don't have a history with them, it's probably a good idea to just ask first, hey, do you mind if I give you a hug? And most of the time people are okay with it. Sometimes they're not, and we just need to respect that in each other. So yeah, don't be overly affectionate with them. A nice handshake would do just fine, because they need their own personal space. Is this far enough? Is this far enough? Am I too close? 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 I'm just playing. Number 3, avoid bragging. Finns are humble and modest about their accomplishments and achievements, and most times will often downplay their accomplishments. So highlighting your own achievements and bragging about your possessions, that kind of thing, it can come across as rude there. So it's best just to be very humble. Just be humble. Don't brag about it. Don't brag about what you've done, what you've seen, where you've been, what you own. None of that, because it can come across as rude. And no one likes a self-promoting braggart anyway. Okay. So just be humble. Number 4, queue jumping.
Nah.
Cutting in line. Do not cut in line. Skip the queue in Finland. Finns are really good at queuing, and it can happen almost anywhere at almost any time. It can happen almost suddenly that a queue would form, and you just need to get into line and respect personal space. Okay, so it's not that big of a deal, but there's like this unwritten, unspoken law in Finland that you just don't skip the line. Like, you don't skip queue. You wait your turn in line nicely, patiently. A Finn probably wouldn't say anything to you anyway if you did skip in line, but just know that they would probably secretly think that you were a jerk. The funniest, this was kind of like a culture shock to me, when I was in Finland and we were at a city market. This long queue formed kind of like out of nowhere from almost the front of the store all the way back to the back of the store and around. And I was like, what's going on? They're like, oh, they're giving away free coffee for this little bitty cup of coffee. It was free coffee. I sit in line for 30 minutes for a free cup of coffee, because I had to experience that, and it baffled me. I was just like, what? All of these people are really standing in line for just a little free cup of coffee? Like, this is intense. Then I heard on the news once when I was living there that they were giving away free coffee at this convenience store in Finland, and there was people that were already lining up like at 2 and 3 in the morning, already getting in queue before the store even opened. The store was going to open at 5, and people were like almost camped out there to get free coffee that they were giving away samples of at this store in Finland. That's awesome. So do yourself a favor, don't look like a jerk, and just wait your turn in line patiently, like a good Finn would do. Alright, so this brings me to the last one, number 5. Disrespecting nature. Finland is comprised mostly of trees and lakes and rivers. The nature there is stunning. It is absolutely beautiful.
It's beautiful,
It is
actually.
well
yeah,
taken care of.
Yeah.
I barely saw any trash or litter while I was there laying
Wow.
around on the floor. I didn't see any in the forest. I love nature so much. If you've watched any of my vlogs, you know I love nature. Okay, so I'm sorry, back on track. Avoid disrespecting nature. Number 5. Joka miehen oikeudet is every man's rights, which entitles you to hike any forest, swim any lake, pick as many berries or mushrooms as your heart desires. Just don't disturb nature. Don't litter and just let it be. Like, I love how Finns have this great respect for nature. And you can just tell from their garbage, their waste disposal system, to this jokamiehen oikeudet, your rights to the nature, and you go out there, you can see how well that it's taken care of. I really respect that about Finland, and I love it, and I really wish that other countries could get on board with that who are still lagging behind USA. So that was it. I wanted to give a shout out to Marit Rasi for doing such an amazing job on the 2 articles that you wrote about my videos. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I enjoyed reading the articles. I mean, of course I had to translate like a little bit of it, but for the most part, I understood what you were saying in that, and I thought it was really cool. I was super shocked whenever some people commented and informed me that I was on the news article, and they shared the link with me, and it really was a huge surprise to me, and I still felt like really shocked by it, and I had a moment of like this Finnish kind of
Okay, guys, this amazing, amazing things that you should avoid in Finland is very good. Do not jump online. Oh my God, why would you just bump into lines? Why not just wait for your turn? What actually cracked me up in this video is when he said they waited just for coffee. Some people for free coffee. People woke up earlier before the shop was open just to queue for a free coffee. That's amazing. That's interesting. That means the Finns must really love coffee, huh? I like the fact they don't brag about their accomplishments. They're humble people. I think the Finns are kind of conservative in their nature and what they do, and I kind of like them anyway. So guys, hope you enjoyed this 5 things you shouldn't do in Finland.